بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي الحمد لله رب العالمين. Today we are continuing from where we stopped in the last lesson, inshallah, and inshallah this may be the last part of the lesson number 3, the lesson number 9. Okay, inshallah. So the last time we stopped at this particular place, right? We stopped at here. So what were we doing? We were explaining Ya an-nida wal munada, right? And then we said that if the thing you are called the munada is mudaf and mudaf ilay, the mudaf must be mansub, right? Okay, so we talk about this already. Now we are continuing from this particular place. Okay, but before we continue, I just want to show you something, an example of this from the Quran, right? Inshallah. So let me show you. Okay, I hope you can see, right? You can see very well, right? Okay, now please observe here. This is in Surah to Yusuf. Okay, Surah to Yusuf. So please, if you have a mushaf, okay, a copy of the Quran, please open to that page so that you follow very well. As you can see, as I said, this is Surah to Yusuf, and then the ayah, the number of the ayah number is 101, right? 101 of Surah to Yusuf. Okay, so what I want here is that this particular ayah says, رَبِّ قَدْ آتَيْتَنِي مِنَ الْمُلْكِ وَعَلَّمْتَنِي مِنْ تَعْوِيلِ الْأَحَادِيثِ فَاطِرَ السَّمَاوَاتِ وَالْأَرْضِ أَنْتَ وَلِيِّي فِي الدُّنْيَا وَالْآخِرَةِ توفني مسلما وألحقني بالصالحين. So this is Yusuf alayhi salatu wasalam, okay, speaking. Bimana, the mutakallim here, the one speaking here is Yusuf alayhi salatu wasalam. What I want here is this particular part. He said, Rabbi qad ataytani min al-mulki wa 'allamtani min ta'wil al-ahadith. Now here, so this is a sentence, you see. He continues by saying that Fatir as-samawati wal ard. So now the main part here is this part, this second part. Okay, Fatir as-samawati wal ard. Why is this Fatir having fatha? That is the problem. Okay, here the Fatir is having fatha, and it is beginning a sentence. It is beginning what? A sentence. So bimana, it is similar to like the mubtada. I'm not saying it is the mubtada, but I'm saying it is similar to like a mubtada in the sentence, because it is the beginning of the sentence and it is already starting with in a mansub state. So what is the cause of it? Okay, what is the cause of it? I actually saw this some time ago, and then I was asking myself why here is having fatha. Okay, because we need to know. I hope that is clear. So what happens is that please pay attention. The reason for this is that the Fatir as-samawati wal ard, this is mudaf and mudaf ilay. Fatir is the one who, okay, is coming from the verb fatara. Okay, fatara is to mold something, and if you design and mold something, okay, we call it, the one doing it is the fatir. Okay, the ism, the fa ism fa'il, right? The one doing it is all them as the fatir. So fatara, he molded, he designed and molded. Fatir, the one who is designing and molding. So Allah is who is the one who designed and molded the universe. Okay, the samawat, the heavens, and then the earth. So this is mudaf and mudaf ilay. I hope that is clear. The designer, I will not give one word for it. Okay, so some people see originator, but Fatir, as I said, the molder and designer of the heavens and then the earth. So this is Mudof and Mudof Ilay. Okay, this is Mudof and Mudof Ilay. I hope that is clear. Now, as it is Mudof and Mudof Ilay, we have something that we call the Ya. Okay, Ya Fatir Samawati wal Ard. It is actually this. But what happens is that this Ya is hidden. Okay, this Ya is hidden. So they call it Yaul Mahzufa. It is hid, like it is not included. So sometimes you just raise up your hand and you say, Allah, help me in this so and so. You are actually saying Ya Allah. I hope that is clear. Ya Allah. But sometimes you don't really add the Ya, but you are still calling unto Allah. I hope that is clear. So sometimes the sentence is, we mean to call on to Allah, but sometimes we don't use the Ya and Nida. We don't include it. I hope that is clear. But the sentence, the grammatical effect of the Ya still, has an impact on the sentence. So that is what is happening here. We have a Ya that is hidden. It is not included in the sentence. But its effects still apply. So we have Ya Fatir Samawati wal Ard. And as I just told you, this is Mudof wa Mudof Ilay. So the Mudof must be what? Must be Mansub. I hope that is clear. So that's why you see Ya Fatira Samawati wal Ard. So this is Mudof and Mudof Ilay. And I told you there is a Ya that is hidden. The Ya is not written. It's not part of the ayah. I hope that is clear. But it is, as I said, it is hidden. It is hidden. So Ya Fatir Samawati wal Ard. But the Ya is omitted. So you see Fatir Samawati wal Ard. Other than that, it should have been Fatiru Samawati wal Ard. I hope that is clear. Fatiru Samawati wal Ard. Okay. Okay. Now let's continue from where we are continuing, inshallah. Okay. So we have here تأمل الأمثلة ثم أين فيما يلي جمع المؤنث السالم وضبط أواخرها. Okay. Now they are trying to explain something here. Okay, they are trying to explain something here, but I would like to explain it separately. Then we come and read from what the author is trying to say here. So please let me explain something before we come here. So please observe. Okay, I'm trying to do something here, explain something here. The i'rab of Jam'u Mu'annas Salim. Okay, the i'rab of Jam'u Mu'annas Salim. So i'rabu Jam'u Mu'annas Salim. Okay, now, if you can remember, we talked about Jam'u Mu'annas Salim, and we said that they are characterized by ending with alif wa ta. Okay, so Muslimatun, Mu'minatun, Qanitatun, all these are Jam'u Mu'annas Salim. Okay, Sayyaratun, Sayyarat. Okay, Jam'u Mu'annas Salim. I hope that is clear. So we know what Jam'u Mu'annas Salim is. But what happens is that, how do they change? What's their i'rab in a majrur state, in a mansub state, and in a marfu state? I hope that is clear. Now, so that's what we are going to explain. Assuming maybe there's a harf jar here. Okay, it's supposed to be majrur in that case. So we all know that in the marfu state, it is having dhamma on the last letter. So we just have alif wa ta, but the ta is having dhamma. So for example, al-muslimatu, that is marfu state, marfu'un. But when it is majrur, bimana, for example, if there is a harf jar before it, what will happen? It will take kisra. The ta will take kisra. So al-muslimati, how that is clear? Al-muslimati, as-samawati. I hope that is clear. But it is initials as-samawatu. But when there is a harf jar, as-samawati. So that is majrur. Now when it is mansub, what will be the alamatul nasb? What will be the characteristic of the sign of the nasb? What will be a sign, or what sign will give a signal that it is in a mansub state? So for example, sa'altu, I asked al-muslimati. I asked. So here we have three things here. This is the verb. So this is what is the verb. Sa'ala. Okay. Then the two is the doer. And then this is the object. So three things. The verb is sa'ala. Then the two is the doer. Sa'ala two. I asked. So this is an object. It is what? Maf'ulun bihi. And if you can remember, we said the maf'ulun bihi is always going to be what? Mansub. So here, what will be the sign of the nasb? What sign will indicate that it is mansub? Because mansub, most of the time, if it is just a regular noun, like the common nouns that we know, for example, kalamun, it will be what? Kalaman, right? The sign of the sign of the nasb will just be fatha, okay, in most of the common nouns that we have seen. But here, what happens is that the jam'u mu'annasu salim, they don't take fatha. The ta will never take fatha. The ta only take two things. One is dhamma, and then the second thing is kesra. So the dhamma is for the normal state, the marfu state, the default state. And then majrur and the mansub. So if there is a half a jar, it will just be kesra. Like here, the ta will take kesra. That one we know. That is, I mean, it's quite a bit normal. And then sa'alatu. So now when it is supposed to take fatha, it will also take kesra. It takes only two things, dhamma and then kesra. So you will always see samawatu or samawati. You will never see samawata. I hope that is clear. The jam'u mu'annasu salim, they don't take fatha on the last letter. The sign of the mansub, the sign of the nasb, is going to be a kesra on the ta, on the last letter. So we say that the nasb, let me repeat again, the nasb, alamatul nasb, here al-kesra al-zohira ala akhiriha. The sign of the nasb, when it is mansub, okay, commonly what we know, most of the nouns take fatha, but jam'u mu'annasu salim, when they are in a mansub state, so for example, when it is a mudaf ilay, when it is a maf'ulun bihi, okay, for example, I asked the muslimat, okay, the female Muslims, they are the object, and the object is supposed to be mansub. So in that mansub state, it's supposed to take kesra. So muslimati. I hope that is clear. Okay. So let me give you another example. Allah says, khalaqallahu as-samawat. Not samawata. Allah created the samawat, the heavens, are now the object of the doer, of the verb. So we said the object is always supposed to be mansub. Now, as I said, they only take two types of vowels on the last letter, dhamma and kesra only. The kesra, when it is majrur and mansub, it will take kesra in both cases. When it is marfu, it will take dhamma. So Allah created the heavens and the earth. So Allahu khalaqa samawati. You always see samawati, not samawata. Allahu khalaqa samawati wal ardo. Now the ard will take, the dot on the last letter will take fatha, because it is not a jam'u mu'annasu salim. I hope that is clear. Now let's look at, okay, so that is what we have actually simplified here. Okay, as you can see. Okay, as you can see, that is what I have actually simplified here. So you see here, okay, we have, okay, raf. When we say raf, bimana marfu, okay, it's just a shortened form of saying marfu. When it is yani alamatul raf, the sign of it being marfu is going to be alif or taw, and then the taw will have dhamma on it. But when it is mansub or majroor, bimana when it is in a nasb, when it is alamatul nasb, the sign of the nasb or the sign of the jar, is going to be a kasra on the last letter, on the ta. Okay, so it takes only two vowels, dhamma and then kasra. It doesn't take fatha. Okay, so that's what I was just trying to explain. Okay, so please let's look at these examples here. As you can see, so he's saying that تأمل الأمثلة ثم أين فيما يلي جمع مؤنث السالم والبيت أواخرها. Okay, so now رأيت سيارة, I saw a car. رأيت سيارات. Now, so you can see that رأيت, I saw, سيارة, a car, one. Now they want you to change it to plural. I saw several cars. You know that sayaratun is feminine, right? Mu'annas. So if you are changing it to the plural will be what? Mu'annasu salim, jamu mu'annasu salim. So it will be sayarat, as you can see here. Sayaratin. Okay. It is initial sayaratun. Okay. But because it is the object, so you see here, ra'aytu sayaratan. But because here it is the object, it will be what? Sayaratin. Okay. Jamu mu'annasu salim. I hope that is clear. That's just what I explained on the previous page. Okay. سألت المديرة الطالبة. The female principal asked the female student. So now change it to plural. Okay, I think يعني هناك خطأ منهم. Here is supposed to be سألت, right? سألت. If you say okay, the school is supposed to be fatha. Okay, so you are going to say سألت المديرة. Now change here. الطالبة, one female student. الطالبات. But because it is the object is supposed to be what? Mansub. But here, as I said, the ta can take fatha. It takes only two. The alif wa ta. In all the jam'u mu'annasu salim, okay, they don't take fatha. So when it is supposed to take fatha, bimana when it is mansub, it will go for kesra. So talibati. Hope that is clear. Qara'atul majallati. Okay. Okay. خلق الله الشمس والقمر والنجوم والبحار. So here they want you to put the vowels. خلق الله الشمس والقمر, because they are the object. Okay, what did Allah created? These things. So they are the object of the creation. So they are supposed to be mansub. Okay, so as I said, in this normal verb, nouns, they will just take fatha. But some classes of Arabic nouns, they don't take fatha in a nasab state. Okay, they have their own way of showing that they are in a mansub state, but not a fatha on their last letter. So خلق الله الشمس والقمر والنجوم والبحار والأرض. So you see what I was saying. Okay. والأرض. Okay. والسماوات. It doesn't take fatha. So when it is in a mansub state, it takes kasra. Still, if it is also in a majroor state, it takes kasra. Okay. So now let's look at here. Sa'ala al-abu al-abna'a wal-banati. Okay. Now, كتبت هذه الكلمات. Okay, I wrote this words. Okay, so jam'u muannas salim. Ra'aytu al-atibba'a. So I saw the doctors. Wat-tabibati, and then the female doctors. غسل الولد السيارة. Okay, سيارة. This is just singular. Okay. غسل الولد السيارات. Okay. أأخذت الريالات. Sorry. أأخذت الريالات. ريالات. يا بني. Here you have to be careful. Okay. The lamb. I'm talking about the lamb. The lamb. This is jam'u muannas salim, but if you don't take care, you think it is not. Okay. This is lam and then alif at the same time. La and then alif. Okay. So that's what he says. Akhasta riyalati. So it's supposed to be kasra here. Riyalati ya bunayya. Okay. Sa'ala Bilalun zumala'ahu. He asks his friends. So the friends are the objects. Zumala'a. Okay. Sa'alat Zainabu Zamila. You have to be careful here too. The same thing. Zamilatihi. Zamilatiha. Okay. Zamilatiha. Okay, so we have alif wa taw here. Alif wa taw. Zamil. Okay. We just have Zamil. Now this one is the alif. Okay. This one is the alif. This one. Yes. After the lam, this one is the alif. Okay. Then we have the taw here. As you can see it. The taw is here. So there is alif or taw. So it will be zamilatihi. Zamilatiha. I hope that is clear. Qara'tu al-kutuba was-suhufa wal-majallati. Okay, jam'u muannas salim. Ra'aytu ikhwata. Sorry, you have to read the sentence carefully before you can put the vowels. Ra'aytu ikhwata Hamidin wa akhawa. Okay, so it's still correct. Okay, Ra'aytu ikhwata Hamidin wa akhawatihi. Okay, wa akhawatihi. So jam'u muannas salim. Akhawat. Okay, akhawatihi. Okay. Now the last one. قرأنا هذه صفحات. Okay. This is the plural of صفحة. And what is the meaning of صفحة? Page. Okay, page. So this is the plural, mean pages. قرأنا هذه الصفحات. Let's continue. Now they say that تأمل المثال ثم أدخل همزة الاستفهام على جمل الآتية. البحار جمع البحر. البحار جمع البحر. البحار جمع البحر. Now what they are trying to explain here is something that like madal lazim, right? Madal lazim. Now what happens is that, let me try to explain something, so please pay attention. There is something very important here. When you have a noun that is having alif wa lam, okay, alif wa lam, and then you want to ask a question. Okay, so let me give you an example. You have a sentence, an affirmative sentence. Okay, an affirmative sentence. Jumlatul musbitati. So assuming you say that the car is beautiful. The car is beautiful. It's a sentence, like it's a statement, an affirmative sense, an affirmative statement. Now, if you want to change it to istifhamiya, question, I'll say what? Is the car beautiful? I'll just add is the car beautiful? In Arabic language, you see, if I was to say it in Arabic language, the first part, the affirmative one, just the positive sentence. The car is beautiful, right? I'll say what? As-sayyaratu jamilatun. As-sayyaratu jamilatun. Now, if I want to turn it to question, I'll add this, right? Please see. I'll add hamzatul istifham. And it will be what? As-sayyaratu jamilatun. I hope that is what you are thinking, but that is not how it should be. Okay, it's not going to be as-sayyaratu. No. Why? The reason is here. Or watch here while I explain. We are not going to say as-sayyaratu jamilatun and be sitting down. No. It doesn't go that way. Why? Let me explain. Observe. Please observe. If you can remember very well, the thing is that if you are asking the question and then the noun is already having alif wa lam, okay, alif wa lam, and then you add hamzatul istifham at the beginning, you have to change it to something that we call the mamduda. This one, we are going to do mamduda. Okay, let me give you an example here. Look at here. This particular type. Al-biharu jam'ul bahr. Al-bihar is the plural of bahr. Al-bihar is the plural of bahr. That is what the sentence is saying. If I want to change this to a question, is al-biharu the plural of bahr? I will do what? I will add hamzatul istifhamiyya here. Okay. We have studied this, right? Okay. Alaysa kazalik? Bala. Okay. So if I do this, I'll now change. That's now a question, right? Then there will now be a question mark here. Okay. There will now be a question mark here. Right? There's now going to be a question mark here. Now, the problem is that, so how do you now read this? Are you going to say al-biharu? No. Why? Because if you can remember, we said that the alif wa lam, the alif is something that we call hamzatul wasl. If there's anything coming before it, and you are going to pronounce, you are going to skip it. So you are going to take this one to the lam straight. I hope that is clear. So we are going to say, if you are going to pronounce this, it's going to be, okay, you are going to say al-biharu jam'ul bahr. It's still the same thing. It's still going to be the same thing. It won't make a difference. Okay. From the hamza, you are going to skip this. You are going to skip this alif because it is hamzatul wasl. And if there is, we have already talked about the hamzatul wasl. We said that if there is anything coming before it, you don't need to, you are not going to read it. It's not going to come in the pronunciation. I hope that is clear. So if we should assume we skip it, and then we'll take the hamza to the lam, it will be what? Al-biharu jam'ul bahr. So it's still the same sentence. There's we cannot detect whether you are asking a question or not. Bimana, the hamza, the alif wa lam, the alif there is only read when there is nothing before it. So assuming I take out this hamza, the question. So it's not now, right now it's not a question again. It's just al-biharu jam'ul bahr. Al-bihar is the plural of bahr. So I am saying, I'm pronouncing it al-biharu. And this the alif is heard in pronunciation because there's nothing before it. But if there is anything that is coming before it, you are going to skip it in the pronunciation. So for example, you say baytul mudarrisi. You don't say baytu al mudarrisi. You say what? Baytul. We have talked about the hamzatul wasl, right? So that is why. So now if I bring it back, something has now come before the alif. Okay, so it will go away in pronunciation. So al-biharu jam'ul bahr. And that is the same thing when the hamza wasn't there. It's still al-biharu jam'ul bahr. So the question and then the statement are both the same. So that is what happens when a hamza to istifham is added in front or is added to a sentence that begins with alif wa lam. The sentence and then the statement and then the question makes no difference. So what we do is that when that thing happens, we will change the two to something that we call mamduda to signify that you are asking a question. So you are now going to say al-biharu jam'ul bahr. You see, al-biharu jam'ul bahr. I hope you understand. So that is the reason why we are doing that here. Okay, let's continue. I hope it is clear. So these are examples for us. Just note that when you are adding hamza to istifham to a statement to make it an interrogative, a questioning, and that particular sentence is already beginning with alif wa lam, you are supposed to change it to this way. Okay, you are supposed to change it to this way. Let me give you another example. Let me give you one example. Okay, I think there are a lot of examples here. Let's just read from it. Okay, so this here, as you can see, al-ana kharajta. Right now, you left right now. Al-ana kharajta, you left right now. So if I want to change it to question, did you left or did you went out right now? I'll see what. Okay, I'll see what. I will just add hamzatul istifham here. We have talked about it, right? Hamzatul istifham here. Now, if I add this hamzatul istifham, remember that this is hamzatul wasl, so I'll skip it. So it is going to be, I'll take the pronunciation to the lam. So I'm going to say al-ana kharajta. So it's still the same thing, even if the hamza is not there. If the hamza is not there, the hamzatul istifham is not there. Okay, it's still al-ana kharajta. So what do we do? Okay, what do we do? Simply what we do is that we are going to change this. Okay, when this is there, and then there's what's the name? There's a alif wa lam. We'll just change it to this. Okay, as you can see, just change it to this. Okay, this way. So al-ana kharajta. We are going to prolong it, prolong the pronunciation of the alif of the hamza. Okay, so al-ana kharajta. I hope that is clear. Now here, al-yawma raja'a abuka min Damascus or min Damashqa. What is this? Damashqa. Okay, Damashqa. That is Damascus. That is the capital of this particular country, Syria. Okay, the capital of Syria is Damascus. That's what they have written as Damashqa. How you can see. So that's the capital of Syria that they have written like that. So al-yawma raja'a abuka min Damashqa. Your father returned from Damascus today. Or it is today, al-yawma raja'a abuka min Damashqa. It is today that your father returned from Damascus. It's a positive statement. If I want to change it to question, but it is already having alif wa lam. Okay, so if I put the hamza, it will still be al-yawma. So I would say what? Al-yawma raja'a abuka min Damashqa. So that will now be the question. So that's how they ask question in Arabic. If the hamza is the next thing after the hamza is going to be a noun with alif wa lam. Okay, so here al-mudarrisu maridun. The teacher is sick. If I want to ask a question, al-mudarrisu maridun. I hope that's clear. Is the teacher sick? Okay. Al-mudiru qala hakaza. The teacher said like that. The teacher said that. The teacher said that. So if I was to say, did the teacher say that? or the teacher said like that. Okay, هكذا. Did the teacher said that? So I'll say what? Al-mudiru. Okay, so here is one more teacher. Is the principal, right? Al-mudiru قال هكذا. Okay. الطالب الجديد كسر هذا الكرسي. So if I want to change it to a question, الطالب الجديد كسر هذا الكرسي. I hope that is clear. هذا الطالب ضربك. So if I want to change here to question, here is simple. There's no alif wa lam, so it will just be أهذا الطالب ضربك. I hope that is clear. Okay. Then we have here. Okay. تعمل المثال ثم أجب عن الأسئلة الآتية على غراره. Okay. So take note of the following, then you answer the questions. Man khalaqaka, who created you? Khalaqani Allah. Allah created me. I think we have talked about this before. This is khalaqa. Okay. Then this is the doer, Allah. Okay, Azza wa Jal. Then we have Ya here. This Ya is Ya al-mutakallim, right? The one speaking. It refers to the one speaking. So Allah created me. Bimana Allahu khalaqa ana. Okay, that's not a correct Arabic, but I'm just trying to break it down for you. Allahu khalaqa ana. Okay, that's not correct, as I said, but that is simply what I'm trying to say. Allahu khalaqani. Now, this noon, we have talked about it. The noon doesn't have any essence here. Not really essence, but it doesn't have any grammatical classification here. Okay, ليس له يعني إعراب ليس له محل في الإعراب. I hope that is clear. So if I say خلقني الله, خلقني الله. So خلق is the verb, the ni is the object, and Allah is the doer. But the noon is what? So as I said the last time, we call this noon al-wikaya. It counts for protection. Okay. So when we say protection, to avoid confusion. Okay, if the noon is not there, then I just say khalaqi, I don't know how you say it, khalaqi Allahu. It can cause a lot of confusion, especially when the vowels are not there. It could mean khalaqi, or it could mean khalqi, my creation. If the vowels are not there, if someone is reading and you didn't put vowels there, he can put the vowels how he wants. Assume they give you something to read in Arabic without vowels on it. So sometimes you can read it in a way in which the author or the one who wrote it didn't intend, because you can put fatha somewhere, which the one who wrote it he meant to, I mean, for that particular letter to have dhamma, but you kept kasra there, and it will give different meanings. So that's what happens sometimes. So they put the noon there. We call it noon wihaya for protection, the manner to avoid confusion. Okay, so when it is here like that, we know that you are talking. This ya is meaning the object. The object is the ya, the one speaking. I hope that is clear. Okay. Now, man darabaka, who beat you? So you see, darabani al-waladu. They didn't give anything here. So maybe we will just choose our doer. So darabani al-waladu. The child beat me. Man sa'alaka has a su'al. Who asked you this question? So you can say sa'alani. You see the noon is always coming ni. Sa'alani al-mudarrisu. Has a su'al. Okay. Now, أراك المدرس في المسجد. أراك المدرس في المسجد. The verb is ra'a, he saw. Okay, ra'a, he saw. So this is a question. This is a hamzatul istifham. The verb is initial ra'a, as I told you, ra'a. Then the ka is the object. Okay, so this is the object. Oh, that is clear. This is the object. And then this is the verb. Oh, that is clear. This is the verb. Ra'a. And then this is the doer. Okay, the mudarris is the what? Is the doer. Okay. Is the doer. So this is the verb ra'a. Like this. Ra'a. Okay. It's initially this way. Okay. Ra'a. This is ra, not dal, because I'm using my mouse to write. That's why it's not writing very well. Okay, ra'a. Okay. So when we say ra'a, he saw. Okay. Now, so if I say ra'aka, but you know that when you are coming to attach a pronoun, this alif mamduda, a maksura, it will now turn to alif mamduda. So ra'a, you see, this one will turn to alif mamduda, the elongated alif mamduda. Okay, then you join them. Okay, mad lazim. Okay. Now fil masjid. So here, Bilalun ra'a, I hope you can see here, Bilalun ra'a, Bilal saw. Anta ra'aita. Okay. Ana ra'aitu. I saw. Okay. Now, let's look at here. تأمل الكلمات الآتية. معنى, معناه, معناها. When we say معنى, what does it mean? معنى means meaning. Okay. So for example, if they say ما معنى هذه الكلمة, what is the meaning of this word? So what is the meaning? ما معنى, what is the meaning? So معنى means meaning. Meaning of something, meaning of a word or meaning of something. We call it معنى. So it's a noun. Okay, معنى. So if I say معناه, it means its meaning. So this is what? This is a domir, a pronoun. Okay, is. So this is mudof ilay, and this is, as I said, is a pronoun. So its meaning of a particular thing they are referring to. This who is a pronoun. So ma'nahu is meaning. So I told you what happens is that whenever you have a alif maksura, okay, a noun that is ending with alif maksura. Okay, so for example, like we have asaw. Okay, like we have something like this. Okay, asaw. This is the staff or the stick. A stick is what we call asaw. Okay, so if I say qatalatul hayyata bil asaw, I killed the snake. Qatalatul hayyata, I killed the snake bil asaw, with a stick. So now a stick is asaw. Even in the Quran, the staff of Musa alayhi salatu is called asaw. But what I mean here is if a noun is ending with alif maksura, this is alif. We have talked about it. We have two types of alif: alif maksura and then alif mamduda. This one. Okay. So for example, alif walam. That particular alif is called alif mamduda. Mamduda, extended. And then this is called alif maksura, the shortened alif. So if a noun is ending with this particular alif, okay, a noun is ending with the alif maksura, and then a pronoun is going to attach that. If you are trying to attach a pronoun, so if I want to say asahu, his stick, okay, asaw means stick, but if I want to say his stick and I want to attach this here, okay, asahu, his stick. Let me change it. Since it's not okay. If I want to say asaw, your stick, okay, you, your stick. Okay. So if I do this, asaw, what happens is that I must change this particular alif maksura to alif mamduda. Okay. So that is what happens if you have a noun that is ending with alif maksura, and then a pronoun is coming to attach. It will turn to the alif maksura will turn to alif mamduda. So that is what happens here. Ma'na, it is ending with alif maksura. But if I want to attach the pronoun, it will turn to mamduda. So ma'na, you write this. Okay, if you write this and then you attach the pronoun, that is not correct. Okay, that's a spelling mistake. So ma'nahu, you say ma'naha. Okay. Now, so let's look at here. تأمل الكلمات الآتية. Okay, they are trying to explain something here. Mimma. We have to look at this one. Mimma. Okay. They are trying to explain mimma, bima, lima, amma. They are trying to explain these things. So when we say mimma, it has two things in it. And that is min plus ma. So min means what? From. And then ma means what? What. So mimma, from what? So if I say mimma, it's a shortened form of this. The manner it consists of two things in it. That is min plus ma. The same way if I say bima, it has two things. Bi plus ma. The manner bima. With what? With what? I hope that is clear. So if I ask you, bima qatalat al-hayyata, with what did you kill the snake? Bima. So I will just say bima. With what? Qatalat al-hayyata, did you kill the snake? So lima. Why? Lima means why. Okay, lima, why? Then anma. An means what? About. Okay, anhu. So for example, if I say anhu, about him. So if I say an, it means about. Then ma means what? So about what? Okay, and that will give you what? Amma. How that is clear. So for example, Allah says amma yatasaalun. It's the same thing. It has two things. An ma yatasaalun. About what are they asking each other? That's what Allah say. How that is clear. Anin naba. So you see this one. Anin naba ila azim. About the great news. Okay. So an is about. Ma is what? So when you join them, if you have it, an ma, it will give you amma. The matter what I'm simply trying to say that the Arabs, they don't like writing these things. Like you go and write small one here, come and write another ma here, come and write min and plus ma here. They just want simplification. So they just use this as a representation of these two. Okay. If you want to say an ma about what, you simply say amma and that's it. That's all. Okay. So that's the examples you have given here. Mimma khalaqa Allahu al-insan. From what did Allah create the human being? Khalaqahu min tin. Allah created him from tin, from mud or clay. So bima qatalat al-hayyata. Okay, that's the example I give, right? Bima qatalat al-hayyata. With what? Bima. Bima. Okay, it has two things. Bi plus ma. With what? Qatalat al-hayyata. Do we kill the snake? Qataltuha bil hajari. I killed it with a stone. With the stone. Okay, qataltu, I killed it. Ha. So qatala is the verb. Tu is the doer. Bimana I. Ha is the snake. The pronoun of the snake. So qataltuha, I killed it bil hajari with a stone. With his stone. Lima kharajta min al-fasl. Why did you left the class? Kharajtu li annani maridun. I left because I am sick. Okay, li, because. Okay, annani is just from anna and then anni. Anna and then you attach the domir yaw mutakallim. So annani maridun, because indeed he's emphasizing I am sick. Okay, amma bahasta fil madrasati. So amma, if I say amma, it means it has an plus ma. About what? So that's why he say amma bahasta. About what? Or bimana for what? Bahasta fil madrasati. Did you search in the classroom? Bimana, someone is searching for something, or someone was searching for something. So that someone asked him, amma bahasta. About what? Or bimana, for what were you searching in the class? Okay, sorry, in the madrasa, in the school. Bahastu an sa'ati. I searched for my watch. Okay, bahasa always goes with this particular preposition an. Okay, so if I say bahastu an, they always go together. Most of the time they go together. So don't translate it to mean bahastu an, I search about my watch. Okay, it comes to mean I search for. Amma sa'alta al-mudarrisa. About what did you ask the teacher? Sa'altuhu anil imtihan. I asked him about the imtihan, the examination. Now we have here تأمل المثال ثم اكتب الجمل الآتية بعد تحويل الكلمات التي تحتها حط إلى جموع. Now what they want is that you have to look at the examples that they have given. تعمل المثال ثم اكتب الجمل الآتية بعد تحويل الكلمات التي تحتها خط إلى جموع. So you look at the examples that they have given here, then you see the underlined, okay, بعد تحويل الكلمات التي تحتها خط. So the kalimat, the words that have lines between under them, تحتها under them, change them to plural. That's what they are saying. Okay, تحويله إلى جموع. Okay, so let's read here and then you see. Just read the sentence. Okay, read the sentence. So that's what they have given you here. Read this sentence. You see here they have underlined something. Change the sentence. Change that into plural. And if it affects any part of the sentence, make the appropriate, change. Okay. So من الفتى الذي خرج من الفصل الآن? Who is the young man الذي خرج من الفصل الآن? Who left the classroom now? So if I want to change the fata to plural, I'll say what? من الفتية. Who are the young men? So I can't use الذي because الذي is for singular. So I'll now say الذين. The same way خرجوا من الفصل الآن. So من الفتية الذين خرجوا من الفصل الآن. I hope that is clear. Okay. Now, من الرجل الذي دخل بيتكم الآن? So how do you change this one? We have to change it to plural. Especially we are changing the rajul, al-rajul. That is what we are changing. But you have to know that if you are changing it, of course, it will affect the sentence, several parts of the sentence. So how do you do this? I hope it is now clear. So you are going to say من الرجال الذين دخلوا بيتكم الآن. I hope that is clear. من الرجال الذين دخلوا بيتكم الآن. Okay. Now here أين الطالب الذي جاء أمس? Where is the student who came yesterday? So if I want to change this, say where are the students who came yesterday? I'll say what? أين الطلاب الذين جاءوا أمس? أين الطلاب الذين جاءوا أمس? Now here ضربت الولد الذي ضربني. I beat the child الذي ضربني, the one who hit me, the one who beat me. So I'll say what? I will have to change this one to plural, and that will be أولاد. So I'll say what? ضربت الأولاد الذين ضربوني. ضربت الأولاد الذين ضربوني. Okay. Then we have here, as you can see, تعمل المثال ثم اكتب الكلمات الآتية بعد تحويل الكلمات التي تحتها خط إلى جموع. Okay, we have the same thing. Okay, it's just the same thing we did here. Okay, there's no change. Okay, الطالب, but here it is now feminine. Okay, so let me come back. I was going to forget. What he actually wants from this thing is that he is just trying to make us revise that allazi is an ism mawsula that is used for singular masculine, and then its plural is allazina. So allazi for singular, which means who. Okay, if it is used for human being, and it also means which when it is used for non-living things. So the pen which is on the table, or the man who went out. So this allazi is an ism mawsul, which is used for singular masculine, but it's the plural form of it is allazina. Okay, so now we are going to look at for feminine. For feminine, of course, we have allati for singular feminine, and its plural is allati. Okay, allati. Okay, so here الطالبة التي دخلت الفصل الآن من الهند. A female student who entered the classroom now is from Hind, is from India. So the plural will be what? الطالبات اللاتي دخلن الفصل الآن من الهند. Okay, so if you change this, here has to also change, and then دخلت will also change to دخلنا. Okay. So that is what is here for us to complete. So let's complete it. Okay. So here, الفتاة التي عند المديرة أخت مريم. Okay, الفتاة, the young lady or the young woman. التي عند المديرة, who is with the female principal. أخت مريم is the sister of Maryam. If you want to change this to plural, it will be what? Change this one to plural. Of course, we'll say what? Al-Fatayatu. Okay, but note that here we have to also change. So you are going to say Al-Fatayatu allati inda al-mudirati akhawatu Maryam. You have to change here to akhawatu because they are plural. Now here, at-tabibatu allati fi mustashfa al-wiladati min Ingilterra. Okay, min Ingilterra. So how do you change this to plural? الطالبات اللاتي في مستشفى الولادة من إنجلترا. Okay, just change here. الطالبات اللاتي, that's it. في مستشفى الولادة من إنجلترا. Now here, المرأة التي دخلت بيتنا عمتي. المرأة التي, the woman who entered. Okay, التي دخلت, who entered. بيتنا, our house. Ammati is our what? Is my what? Ammun. Ammun is what? Your paternal uncle. But when they say ta, marbuta, you can see the ta, ammat, ammatun. It will now become your what? Your auntie. Okay. Of course, paternal. So here, if you are changing here to plural, it's going to be what? An-nisa'u. The plural of mar'atun is nisa. Okay, it is from the jam'u taksir. It doesn't have any pattern. So an-nisa'u allati, I hope that is clear. An-nisa'u allati dakhalna. An-nisa'u allati dakhalna baytana. Then here you see what? How are you going to say it? Ammati. You are going to elongate. Ammatun, the plural is ammatun. So ammati, I'm going to put an alif there. Okay. So this is a table for it. Very simple. The simple, the shorten, the simple form of it is just that. Allati is used for masculine singular. The plural is allazi. Sorry. Allazi, not allati. Sorry. Allazi is for singular masculine. Its plural is allazina. Okay, for muzakkar, masculine. Then we can also have allati. Okay, allati is used for singular feminine. Its plural is allati. Okay, and both are used for muannas, feminine. So feminine singular, allati. Feminine plural, allati. Masculine singular, allazi. Masculine plural, allazina. I hope that is clear. So that is what they have given example. من الفتى الذي دخل الفصل الآن. Then the plural will be what? من الفتية الذين دخلوا الفصل الآن. I hope that is clear. Now the feminine form. من الفتاة التي دخلت الفصل الآن. Okay. Now here من الفتيات اللاتي دخلنا الفصل الآن. So what you have to take note of is here. Dakhala, dakhalu. I hope that is clear. And then we also have what? Dakhalat. And then we'll have dakhalna. I hope that is clear. Okay. Now we have here. كون جملا مستعملا للكلمات الآتية. كون form. Okay, what we say كون form or make جملا sentences مستعملا للكلمات الآتية using the following words. Okay, رفع, or say رفع, he raised. So if I want to give example, so we are going to form example. I'm saying examples. We are going to form what? Sentences with these words. So let's be fast. Okay, the time is gone. We have the lesson. I didn't want the lesson to be very long, but I wanted to complete it. We wanted to complete it in this third lesson of the lesson number 9. So Rafa, so let's just give example. Rafa, so you can say Rafa Muhammadun yadahu, Muhammad raised his hand. Okay. Khalaqa Allahu samawati wal ard. Allah created the heavens and the earth. Okay. Or you can say Khalaqa Allahu al-insana min tin. Okay. Ada, we said Ada means what? Return. Okay. So you can see Ada abi min al-khurtu, or you can see Ada abi min safarihi. My father returned from his travel or from his journey. Al-jaddu, the grandfather. So you can see Al-jaddu abul ab. The grandfather is the father of the father. Al-jaddu abul ab. Now mimma, from what? So you can see mimma khalaqa Allahu al-insan. This is a question, right? Mimma. Okay. Bimana mimma, from what? Bima. So if I ask you, bima qatalta al-hayyata, of what did you kill the snake? Okay. Lima, why? So if I ask you, lima zahabta ila suki, why did you went to the market? Okay. So for example, I'll ask the question, فَلِمَ قَتَلْتُمُوهُمْ إِن كُنْتُمْ صَادِقِينَ. فَلِمَ قَتَلْتُمُوهُم. Okay, so why did you kill them? Allah is asking Bani Israel, the Israelis. Okay, why did you kill the messengers that Allah sent to you? Lima qatala. So Allah says, فَلِمَ قَتَلْتُمُوهُم. So lima means why did you do something? Lima fa'alta kaza wa kaza. So amma, about what? So if I ask you, okay, we have not done a lot of verbs, but the simple example is just amma yatasa'alun, about what are they asking each other? Okay, amma, about what? Okay. Now, al-kalimatul jadida, we have new words here. Okay, al-qa'imatun, the list. Okay, Kawa'im is a plural list, several of them. Ma'nan, meaning of something, meaning, it means meaning. Tinun, we all know tin, clay, okay, or mud. Narun, fire. Alaqatun, relation. Alaqat, okay, alaqatun is relationships, several. Okay, so alaqatun is actually a relationship. Okay, relationship. So if I ask you, ما هو العلاقة, or if I ask you ما علاقة بينك وبينه, what is the relationship between you and him? ما علاقة بينك وبينه, what's the relation? So علاقة is actually, so if you can remember, one of the students was saying that in this su'alun, I have a question, ليس له علاقة بالدرس, ليست له علاقة, it doesn't have any relationship with the lesson. لحظة means moment. لحظة, moment. So if I say في هذه اللحظة, at this moment, okay, at this moment, so and so, okay. Jarasun is the bell. The plural is ajrasun, bells. Okay. Iddatun. Okay, iddatun. So this bell, this jarasun or ajras, it could mean a lot. Even was the name, just the bells at the door. The doorbell is also called jaras. Okay, jaras. And even bells that are used in schools or whatever, we also call them jarasun. Iddatun is number. Okay. Hadara. He was present. Hadara is to be present. Okay. To be manner, he was present. Is the opposite of absent. Okay. It's the opposite of absent. Khalaqa, and it is a verb. It is a past tense verb. Khalaqa, he created. Okay, this is used for Allah. Yes, Allah Azza wa Jal. Khalaqa, he created. Rafa, he raised. Ahsanta, well done, or you have done well. Ranna, it ranked. Okay, it ranked. This is a past tense verb of rank. Okay, ranna means it ranked. So if I say the modore, the present tense is yarinu. So if I say Ran, as I said, let's just look at ranna. So if I say ranna hatifuka, your phone rang. Assuming someone left his phone and then he went away and it was ringing. When he came back, you are trying to tell him. So if I say ranna hatifuka qabla qalil, your phone rang, okay, a little ago. So ranna, it rang. Okay, ranna hatifuka, your phone rang. Hatifun is the phone. Qabla qalil, a little ago. So alhamdulillah, this is the end of this particular lesson. Inshallah, we'll stop here and then we'll continue in the next lesson. As I said, I didn't actually like the lesson being long like this, but sometimes we underestimate the length of the pages. Okay, we just think that maybe we'll spend 30 minutes and then we'll be done. But sometimes we realize that it is getting to an hour. Okay, but inshallah we'll try to bring it down, the length of the lessons. We try to reduce it, inshallah. Jazakumullahu khairan. If you have any concern or inshallah anything, you can let us know. Jazakumullahu khairan. وبارك الله لي ولكم في القرآن الحكيم ونفعني وإياكم بالآيات والذكر الحكيم. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله.